guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Maggie. Today we are going to be doing my August paycheck that I received on the 31st. I'm actually filming this video on the 30th, so I don't get paid until tomorrow, but we are going to go ahead and budget this out. So let's see. Paycheck and other are my two income sources. Try saying that 5 times fast. Income sources. Well, maybe it wasn't as complicated as I thought. Okay, so that is going to bring me to, I have a little scratch sheet over here on the side. If you see that in the corner over here, that's what this is for. It's just a scratch sheet telling me what to plug into my budget. So $13.20 is what we are going to be budgeting today. All right, the first bill I have is my cell phone bill. And that's going to be due on the 1st, and it's going to be $30 that we budget for that. Then I have Amazon Prime due on the 2nd, and that we are going to budget $15 for. Then on the 3rd, I have my weekly appointment for $110, and I also have my subscription to HP Insta Ink, and that is a printing subscription, which is going to come in very handy for when I open my Etsy shop, which I already have a launch date in mind. I'm planning on actually launching the shop on August 14th. So whatever I have done at that point is going to be available in the shop then. And yeah, I'm still working on a lot of stuff, but I realized that I try to make things perfect, and if I'm constantly aiming for perfection, then I'm never going to get it done. Like, it's never going to be perfect. So I just need to go ahead and jump in and do it. And so August 14th is when we're going to launch. And if you guys like have anything that you want me to make or anything, like, leave me some suggestions down in the comments below. Right now I'm making a bunch of icons, and I'm also planning on making some weekly kits for the Live Rich planner. Currently that's the only planner that I am launching like spreads for, but my intention is to eventually broaden and like make spreads for other planners as well. But you got to start somewhere, so we're just gonna go ahead and get it started. So launch date is gonna be August 14th, and I might have a surprise for you guys. We are still thinking about that. We, as in me. I'm still thinking about that, but I have an idea that I am going to give a surprise to you guys. So we'll see. That's on the back burner. Okay. Let's see, the 3rd. And then my next date is going to be Gold's Gym subscription on the 7th. And that is going to be for $7. I still haven't been back to the gym. I have not been to the gym since February or March. My exercise consists of me walking around my neighborhood. I'm still very nervous about going back to the gym with this whole COVID thing. So, sorry guys, needed some water. Yeah, I'm still very nervous about going back to the gym with this whole COVID thing until I know like it's going down and everything's fine. I don't want to risk it. So I'm still paying for the subscription, even though I'm not going. I need to figure that out if I just want to cancel it. But I mean, it's only $7 a month right now, so I'm not too concerned about it. Then I have another appointment, and that's going to be on the 10th for $110. And then the last thing that we are going to budget for is my cushion, which doesn't have a date, and we're going to put $125 for that. So $107 for the bill total. And then the cushion, I don't know if I have ever explained that to you guys. This is just money that I leave in my checking account to cover anything that I didn't budget for. So like any extra bill that I wasn't accounting for that comes out, although I'm pretty good about getting all my bills. So this ends up really just becoming when I spend on my debit card that the cushion covers it. But I'm trying to be better about not doing that. Although realistically I'll spend on my credit card and then the cushion will go to pay off the credit card. But I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to just stick with just my cash. Okay, so $1320 minus $407. Okay, so that brings us to a leftover of $913. So we'll bring that down here, and let's write in our categories. We have groceries, eating out, gas, entertainment I would normally put in, but I'm thinking that I'm going to make that a sinking fund, so we'll leave that out. Household, personal care, pet, miscellaneous, and blow money, which you guys cannot see any of that. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, miscellaneous, that just is kind of like a catch-all for anything I forget, similar to my cushion. This is just the cash form of that to help me in case I forget something or something unexpected comes up. So it acts like a little mini buffer. And then blow money, that is basically my spend money that I give myself that I can essentially blow on anything and not, like, it doesn't matter what I spend it on, it's fine. I struggle with this category. I tend to go over budget a lot, so we're trying to be better with that. Okay, so groceries, we're going to do $150. Eating out, we're going to do $200. These numbers seem to work for us last month, so we're going to try and stick with those. $60 for gas, $20 for household, $20 for personal care, $50 for pet, $50 for miscellaneous, and $50 for blow money. So let's add all of those up. $600. $913 minus $600, that's going to leave us with $313 left. Okay guys, so my last video, which was my July paycheck week 2 check-in, I said that I am planning on doing something different for August and in regards to my cash envelopes. So what I'm planning on doing is, it's all fine and dandy that I do the weekly check-ins, but that doesn't prevent me from overspending that week. So what I thought that I could do was break these down into, like, divide it in half. So for groceries, it would be $75. For eating out, it would be $100. Gas, $30. Household, $10. Personal, $10. Pet, $25. Miscellaneous, $25. Blow money, $25. That's all I would be allowed to spend for 1 week. And so I would just stuff my cash envelopes with that amount for the week and then set the other cash aside to stuff the following week. I did something similar to this a while back, and that seemed to be working for me because it was like holding me accountable. And I like that my weekly check-ins hold me accountable on like realizing what I'm spending, but it doesn't prevent me from overspending. So I think that if I can do this weekly and like be like, okay, make it feel like I'm getting paid weekly, even though I'm really not, I might be able to stick with the budget. So we're going to try it for August. If it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. But I thought it would be something that I could try that would help a lot. All right, guys. So moving right along to the sinking funds. So sinking funds, I normally put a lot of money in this, but as you'll see when I go over my July budget recap, I was way over budget in July. Like, it was insane how much money I spent on my credit cards. To the point where I even had to, just to pay off the Amazon card, the majority of it, I still have like a small balance left. I had to take out my emergency fund and throw that at it. So I have $100 as of today. $100 is still left on the Amazon card for me to pay off, compared to what it would be like if I decided not to do anything and leave my emergency fund where it was and not try and pay it down. Like, I would be at like $800 on that card from like 1 month's, like 1 to 2 months worth of spending. Like, it's insane how off the rails my spending got in July. So August, we are trying to rein things in and get a tighter grasp on everything, which is why I'm gonna do this weekly breakdown of the cash envelopes too, which if you guys are interested in that, I can make that like a weekly kind of like stuffing thing. I think that would be fun. I enjoy the cash envelope stuffing videos, so it'd be fun to make those, but then also it'll keep me on track too, and you guys can hold me accountable. So I might do that. So all that to say, sorry, got a little distracted. Sinking funds that I normally would be saving up for would be holidays and stuff like that. I'm not doing that this time. We're just going back down to the bare essentials, which means that I want to get my emergency fund built back up. And then the other thing that I'm going to put a little bit of money towards is, I spilled the beans in my plan with me video for the first week of August. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it in the cards up here. But I spilled the beans about we're considering getting a puppy. And so I want to have a little bit of money set aside for him. We're going to get a German Shepherd puppy. So we are going to set aside $75 for the puppy fund. Oops, let's go ahead and write 313 there. So yeah, and that's because we're considering getting him in August. At the end of August, if we end up not getting him, and we end up deciding to hold off on getting a puppy, because we're still kind of torn. We really want a puppy, but at the same time, there are other stuff that is kind of a priority. So we may or may not be getting a puppy, but I'd like to have the money set aside just in case we do. If we don't, this money is going to go towards debt, or I may roll it into a different sinking fund. I'm not sure yet. If you guys have any advice on that, leave me a comment down below on what you think I should do if we don't get a puppy. Then the next sinking fund that I have to like for sure save money for is my car insurance. That is due every 6 months, and we save $39 a paycheck for that. So bare bones, I have to save money for that. So then let's see, 75 plus 39, that gives us $114 for this sinking fund, and not 14, 114 max. Okay, so 313, It's going to be $199. That's going to be left over, okay? So for that, I said that we had $100 left on the Amazon card that I still owe. So we are going to do $50 from this paycheck to pay that off. So there'll still be $50 left. And then like whatever I don't spend in these envelopes, I'll just use that to pay the rest of it off. But that'll leave me with $149. So then this $149 we are going to just transfer into my emergency savings. And that should give us a zero-based budget. So let's see, 407 plus 600 plus 114 plus 50 plus 149 gives us 1320. So 1320 budget total and 1320 income total, they match. So we are good on our budget. The next thing that we're going to fill out is the cash envelope breakdown. And I'm pulling this sheet out to set sideways so that I can copy the categories on here. Now that we have those written in, we're going to go ahead and do our category breakdown. So, like I said, I wanted to divide this in half and get a certain amount for each paycheck. Hello, Maggie learned to speak. I want to divide this in half and do the same amount each week, but have it only be for a weekly amount. So 150 divided by 2 is 75. And so that would be, we would want $25 and a 50. So we would want 20 and 150, 120, and 15. But we're going to double that, so we'll need 2 5s, 2 20s, and 2 50s, right? Yes, okay, that gives us 150. Now 200, if we divide that in half, that's 100. And we were giving ourselves change. So we were doing, I think it was 20s. So that would be 5 20s for 100, right? Yes, okay. So then we would want to do 10 20s. Okay, gas, that's going to be $30 for a week. So we would do 120 and 110. So we're going to double it. 2 10s, 2 20s. Household, we want 2 10s. Personal care, 2 10s. Pet is going to be 50. So this is going to be 2 5s and 2 20s. Miscellaneous, same thing. And then below money, actually miscellaneous, I think I want to break down a little bit more to have some extra change. So let's see, 25, that would be 5. I did 110, 2 5s, 5 1s. Yeah, so 110 would be 2 10s, 2 5s would be 4 5s, and 10 1s, right? 20, 40, 50. Okay. So then below money, why don't we do the same thing for below money? It would be nice to have a little extra cash on hand. Puppy fund is 75, so we will want a 50. We don't care about the denomination or breaking it down because these are going into sinking funds. So a 50, a 20, and a 5. And then car insurance will want a 20, a 10, a 5, and 4 1s. Okay, so let's add these up. So let's see, 24 plus 70 plus 110 plus 360 plus 150 gives us $714, which, if we look on here, we had 600 plus 114, $714. So that is correct. All right, and then down here at the bottom it says notes. So this is where I would write any notes about my budget. So we are going to do breakdown cash, into weekly amounts. Okay, and then let's see. We'll put whatever left at end of week, and we'll put that towards the debt snowball. And that way, we can make a big snowball payment. At the end of the pay period. Okay. And then I thought about it. The only categories that we're not going to roll to snowball are going to be gas, personal, pets, and house. Okay? And you're like, well, that's a lot of categories. And that's because the gas, I want to roll that to my car maintenance or a new car fund. I'll probably do new cars since I tend to set money aside for car maintenance. Personal, I am building up a sinking fund for that. And that's in case I have to buy anything big. And then pet, we're going to roll over to pet emergency. And then house, we are going to roll into dream home or furniture. Oh, if I could write, that would be nice. Okay, because I'm going to start 2 funds for those, and that's for when I get my own place and all of that. And that's assuming anything's left. Alright guys, that's it for this video. This is my August budget for the next 2-ish weeks, which is my pay period, because I won't get paid again until the 15th of August. So we will see how this turns out. Like I said, I'm going to be doing weekly envelopes, so I'm planning on posting weekly videos going over that. And we'll just kind of roll in the recap / stuffing. Maybe we'll make that one video or 2 videos. If you guys want 2 videos, leave me a comment down below letting me know, do you want 1 or 2 in regards to that, and we'll do that. So yeah, this covers this paycheck budget, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed to see more of my content. Also, click the notification bell if you want to be the first to know when I post. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.